And we're staying on top of our breaking team coverage out of Montgomery.
Chaos inside the State House on the last day of a high-stakes special session. Let's check in now with ABC 3340's Austin Pratt, who is live in Montgomery with the latest. Austin.
Muriel and Shanti, the governor has signed the legislation which would allow for a special election if the courts do side with the state. Now, Democrats fiercely opposed this bill, with debate being cut off in the final day as both measures passed, and that tension was mirrored with protests inside the State House. After Representative Chris England was recognized to speak on Senate Bill 1 on the House floor, a protest broke out upstairs in the House gallery. The Speaker of the House called for a recess, and all members left the floor as protesters were forcibly removed from the gallery by security and state troopers. As security and state troopers attempted to clear the gallery, people refused to leave. Some Democratic representatives took to the gallery to calm down the protesters or make sure they were not removed.
We don't need that in here.
Yeah, so I went down
it's
to
a public building. Folks have the right to be here.
They do.
During the hours.
They do.
Anything they do now is going to be a powder keg. It's going to make it explode. Y'all have to go nowhere. This is the people's house. Whose house?
Eventually, protests died down and the House picked up where it left off, considering final passage for Senate Bill 1, which would allow for a special primary election if the Supreme Court grants the state's request to use a previously blocked Senate map. If the court makes this decision after the primary takes place, another primary would be held for the impacted districts, and the results of the first primary would be voided.
I mean, you're sitting there all aloof. This is a serious matter. I'm going to represent the people who sent me here.
The bill was passed in the House after a cloture vote ended debate on the floor. Democrats gathered to explain their frustration with the legislation in this special session.
And what they did today was a travesty to all of Alabama, especially the generations to come. It signaled that they won't have a seat at the table to choose fair representation.
It is also a manipulation and flipping off of the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
They say passing this bill may not have been legal.
We feel that what happened this week is in a strict violation of the Alabama Constitution. Amendment 4 to the Alabama Constitution. The implementation date for any bill enacted by the legislature in a calendar year in which a general election is to be held has to be done 6 months prior to the general election.
Republicans in the House recognize the passing of this legislation as a win, having completed the goal of the special session.
Thing is, if we did nothing, nothing was going to happen. And I applaud the governor for calling us back in and give us a chance to revisit that and look at it. And what happened here in Montgomery in that Senate seat probably should never happen to begin with.
All we're doing is setting up the opportunity to nominate people for these offices should the court change.
Governor Ivey did not take her time signing these bills, doing so within hours of them passing in the legislature. Live in Montgomery, Austin Pratt, ABC 3340 News.